Being ignored by your own family can rewire your brain more deeply than physical trauma. If you were the sibling who was always fine, the one who didn't get the praise, the one who watched others get celebrated for things you worked twice as hard for, this is going to hurt, but you need to hear it. Most people don't realize this, but your brain has been lying to you about your role in the family. It told you that staying quiet made you mature, that being understanding made you strong, that sacrificing yourself made you lovable. But psychology says something darker. You weren't calm, you were conditioned. You weren't patient, you were emotionally sidelined. And the scariest part? You carried that same role into adulthood. Your friendships, your relationships, your career. You overgive, you underask, you tolerate being overlooked because it feels familiar. If you're still waiting for someone to finally notice your value, this harsh psychology fact is going to hurt, because the brain that adapted to being undervalued will keep recreating environments where you are undervalued, unless you consciously break the pattern. And 2026 is the year that pattern either ends or becomes permanent. Psychologists call this invisible child syndrome. And once you understand it, you'll see why you act the way you do, even when it's hurting you. As an undervalued sibling, you learned one core rule early in life. Don't take up space. Maybe you weren't abused. Maybe your parents weren't evil. But favoritism doesn't have to be loud to be damaging. It only has to be consistent. You noticed who got attention when they spoke, who got defended when they failed, who got emotional support when they struggled. And slowly, your brain adapted. Your nervous system learned. Stay quiet equals stay safe. Achieve silently equals avoid disappointment. Expect less equals hurt less. This didn't just shape your childhood. It shaped your identity, your relationships, your habits, even your confidence. All of it is influenced by this one psychological pattern. You became hyper-independent, emotionally self-reliant, uncomfortable asking for help. And now, as an adult, you wonder, why do people overlook me? Why do I feel unseen even when I'm successful? Why do I work so hard but still feel empty? It's not bad luck. It's conditioning. But here's where it gets even worse. Most people stop at awareness. And that's the biggest mistake. Because understanding the trauma, people don't suddenly start valuing you when you grow. They value you at the level you tolerate being treated. Your brain learned to associate love with neglect. So it keeps choosing familiar pain over unfamiliar power. And unless you interrupt that pattern, you'll keep repeating it with different faces, different settings, same outcome. But here's the part nobody wants to admit. And this next part explains why your life hasn't changed yet. No matter how much you've worked on yourself, doesn't undo the programming.